Welcome to Training Buster. Every week, we give you a new video from dog care to training. This week's video is 10 ways to exercise your dog at home. Bored dogs get into trouble. We're their main source of entertainment, so if we don't give them stuff to do, they'll come up with activities of their own. And that's when we end up with chewed-up shoes and curtains. Sometimes going for a long walk or a trip to the park just isn't possible. When you're sick, snowed in, or the temperature skyrockets, finding ways to exercise your dog indoors takes a bit of creativity. Dogs need regular exercise just like us, and developing a daily exercise routine is key when it comes to keeping our dogs physically and mentally fit. And although we've heard it before, I think it's fair to say that it's a problem many of us struggle with, considering nearly 50% of dogs worldwide are overweight. The good news is, when it comes to our dogs, there are plenty of quick ways to add more exercise to their daily routine. And since many of these activities are interactive, it means you'll be burning off a few extra calories as well. The next time you find yourselves trapped inside, keep your pooch from going stir-crazy with one or more of these fun indoor activities. Number 1. You can exercise on the treadmill. Some dogs need more than just a leisurely stroll to stay happy, fit, and healthy. Treadmills not only provide excellent cardio workouts, they also allow you to control the terrain, eliminate distractions, and curb boredom-induced behavior problems. Best of all, they can be used no matter what Mother Nature is up to outside. You don't have to have a special doggy treadmill to take advantage of this indoor exercise opportunity. Human gym equipment will do just fine as long as your dog fits and is properly trained to use it. Typically, a 45-pound dog will need a 55-inch treadmill belt. If you have a large or giant breed pooch, you can find specialized treadmills on the internet for discounted prices. Number 2. Playing Tug of War. Minute for minute, playing Tug of War with your dog is one of the most physically and mentally challenging games you can play. Playing tug with your dog is fun, easy, and a great way to give your dog plenty of physical and mental exercise. And since it's a game that relies on manners, it's a great way to work on your dog's impulse control, i.e. the game stops if your teeth touch my hand. Tug is great exercise for dogs, but I would add in a word of caution when working with puppies. If your dog hasn't mastered basic bite inhibition, they will probably struggle to play by the rules. If you want to save your hands from those sharp teeth, remember to work on teaching your puppy not to bite before attempting a game of tug. If you don't have a tug toy, you can make your own with some fleece or old t-shirts. Just remember to pick up your tug toy when it's not in use. Many tug toys are made with rope or other materials that can pose a potential choking hazard for your dog. Number 3. Play with a flirt pole. Flirt poles are one of the quickest ways to exercise your dog. A flirt pole, also called a flirt stick, is a long pole with a lure attached by rope to the end. As you hold onto the pole and move it around, the lure follows along the ground, enticing your dog to chase. Using a flirt pole will provide your dog with a lot of physical exercise and mental stimulation. Just a couple of minutes of using a flirt pole will be extremely tiring for your dog. Just remember to keep sessions short when starting out to avoid injury, since this is such a high-impact activity. When it comes to using a flirt pole, you have a couple of options. You can make one of your own, or you can buy one online. Number 4. Play fetch. It may be the most basic form of canine entertainment, but that doesn't change the fact that dogs love to fetch. Long hallways are great for tossing a favorite toy or ball, but you can also get creative. Playing fetch with your dog is a fun and interactive way to exercise your dog. And if you have a little extra room and a lightweight toy, you can even play it indoors. Hallways, stairways, and big living rooms are popular choices. Some dogs are naturals when it comes to fetch, but some will need a bit of practice. Number 5. Play hide and seek. Not only will hide and seek exercise your dog's body and mind, it'll also help teach or reinforce his recall training. When it comes to this indoor activity, the more the merrier, so be sure to include the whole family. Have your dog sit and stay while all the human participants hide around the house. When ready, holler for your dog to come find you. He will have a blast trotting through the house and hunting each of you down. Make sure everybody has a pocket full of healthy treats or gives them lots of love and praise when they are discovered. Number 6. Spend time on training. Dog parents often list lack of time as a reason they fail to train their dogs. Take advantage of your day indoors to work on basic commands or add a few new skills to your pup's bag of tricks. Training expends mental and physical energy, builds confidence, and strengthens the human-animal bond. And, of course, you get the added benefit of a well-adjusted pup. If you are not sure where to begin, try going online to sites that offer professional classes, webinars, or individualized coaching. Those with previous experience can also find an array of how-to training videos on YouTube. Number 7. Play nosework games. Nosework is one of the hardest sports for dogs and their owners to participate in together. Based on techniques used to train professional detection dogs, it involves putting the pooch onto a specific scent and sending them through a course to search out the source. The sport of scent training has many levels of complexity, but the basic task of sniffing out desirable objects comes naturally to dogs. Simply hide a few favorite treats around the house, introduce the scent, and send your pup scampering off to find them. For an extra challenge, use a series of boxes or bowls he will have to flip in order to collect his rewards. If going outside is not an option, this is an excellent indoor activity for the canine body and mind. When it comes to nosework, my favorite game is called Go Find It. I chop up a few carrots into small bits and hide them throughout the house. If your dog hasn't played this game before, you might want to start out with smelly treats until they get the hang of it. To play, start by having your dog sit in a stay position while you hide some of those treats around the house. If you've never done any nosework games before, start with some easy spots that are easy to find. After you've hidden the treats, release your dog and tell them to go find it. Keep it fun and encouraging your dog by praising them every time they find a treat. After they start to get the hang of the game, you can start hiding the treats in harder-to-find spots, such as under rugs or on windowsills. That will teach your dog to start relying on their natural sniffing abilities to find the treats, rather than just relying on visuals. Number 8. Play indoor frisbee. When it comes to exercising your dog, one of the easiest methods is playing a game of frisbee. I like to think of it as a game of fetch on steroids. Since I can toss a frisbee way further than a ball, my dog ends up running a lot more between tosses. And all extra running means she's burning off a lot more energy. But this can only work if you have adequate room in your house where you can afford to play the game. If you've never played frisbee with your dog, I recommend starting with a soft disc or rubber frisbee. They're easier to pick up, and since they're lighter and softer, they're a lot less likely to cause any injuries. When teaching your dog to play frisbee, start by introducing them to the new toy and getting them excited about it. Toss it a short distance or roll it along the ground, and encourage your dog when they chase it. Once your dog is excited about chasing it, you can start adding in a little more distance and encouraging them to catch it. If your dog doesn't know how to catch, here's a few quick tips to get started. Number 9. Organize a playdate. Doggy playdates are another great way to keep your dog entertained and moving. Invite over a friend's furry pal and have them hang out for a couple of hours. Give them a couple of squeaky toys, and they'll have lots of fun together. Be careful to move any valuable items for this playdate, since having two dogs play together can be a little rough. So, when the weather makes it impossible for your dog and you to go have a walk outdoors, try one or more of these tips indoors to make sure he stays fit all season long. Your dog needs to exercise daily to maintain his health and stay happy. A lack of exercise can lead to several problems, including destroying furniture, chewing on costly items, hyperactive behavior, increased anxiety, increased aggression, and many more behavioral issues. A playdate with a fellow dog is a great way to entertain your dog while getting him his exercise. Number 10. Exercise the mind. While physical exercise is important, so too is mental exercise. If you're stuck inside, teach him new tricks or give him a puzzle toy. Teaching him to spin or back up will really get his mind and body moving. Puzzle toys hide treats, which is not only fun for your dog, but it's also interactive and strengthens his cognitive abilities as he tries to figure out how to get the food. Find us at trainingbuster.com for more. That's all for now. See you next time.